You're the one I idolize. J, word like Jack and Jill.
K, I don't
you're
know.
So kissable.
Oh, K, you're so kissable. Let's start over. A, you're adorable. Hello, everybody.
Oh my goodness, we're having way too much fun here.
Yes.
How did we get started with that?
Abby said, do your ABCs to see if she could hear us.
And yes, that's right. A, you're adorable.
B, you're so beautiful.
C, you're a cutie full of charms. Oh boy, we sound bad. Oh my goodness. I sing that to Bridger.
Do you?
Yes, along with Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
Little ABBA.
Smile?
Does anyone know that song? Hi, everyone.
The Dancing Queen? Everybody knows that song.
No, A, you're adorable.
I knew it. You knew it.
Monday, Monday, boom, 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 boom. Where's Kyle?
I'm sorry. This is my first Monday with you. Monday, Monday, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I did change it to Dancing King. That's right, Jess.
Yes.
Oh, Dee sings
so
it
funny.
to her pooch. Yeah, so fun. I would sing it to all my kids, and now I sing it to Bridger. And speaking of, guess where I'm going this weekend?
I know. I'm so excited for you.
No.
You're leaving.
This is a different trip.
I'll just sing this anyway, because I'm sure you're leaving on a jet plane. I don't know where you are going.
Going to Ohio.
Yeah, I knew that. That's what
I thought you were talking about the other thing.
No, Ohio.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. William says Kyle's chasing cows.
Yeah. She had sorry, I was thinking about something else. Kyle couldn't be with us today because she had another appointment that she had to be to with her husband. Yeah. So anyway, we wish her well and can't wait for her to come back. So there we go. And yes, I'm going to go see the baby because it's been a month now.
When are you leaving?
That's way too long. Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. And coming back in time for Thanksgiving. So anyway, just heading out there. So fun. All right, everyone. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. What a weekend.
I know.
What a weekend. Did you get any sewing done?
Nope. I cleaned my house. Well, I did get some.
I did
get some sewing done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have all these block of the months I'm trying to finish up.
Oh, well, so, amen to that.
Yes. So I have block of the months I'm trying to finish up. I did do Stacy It's Sue's nativity.
Oh, that's no
So,
small feat.
Yeah, so
That's
that was
pretty
fun.
good.
That was fun,
Well,
and
guess.
I got my kitchen or my quilted witch
No.
put together up until this
Wow,
week.
that's amazing.
Yeah, so those of you doing quilted
That's
witch with me,
that's good.
I've got my body done.
That's
So.
pretty dang good. Well, you know, you guys all know how excited I was when I was looking forward to the weekend because I said I'm going to get so much sewing done. Oh, I started new projects.
You did.
Yes, I did.
What did you do?
I was digitizing. Remember?
Oh yes, I do. Wow.
Yeah. I was starting a new project for those of you who are going to be joining the club next year.
Yes,
So
and they are darling.
instead of finishing up projects, I started new ones, but I'm sure many of you can relate to that too.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Three Things at Three that you're watching right now. For those of you who are brand new, we're especially welcoming to you.
Yes.
And say thank you for being here. And for everyone who has always been here, we're so grateful that you're back. So let's do this.
Okay.
Theme number 1, something to smile about. Theme number 2 is a daily how-to. Theme number 3 is a daily deal. Let's go.
Oh yeah, yes. So okay, we're rolling.
Wow, you did that lickety split.
I know. They almost didn't know I was gone, but
almost by the hair of your chinny chin chin.
Yep.
All right, guys. So much fun. So many things to talk about today. And you got your pantry done? What did you get done?
The whole house.
The whole house?
Yeah,
wow.
I cleaned.
That's
it
impressive.
had been done and got all the laundry done, changed the sheets.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And you switched the laundry over because that's half the battle, you know.
I not only switched it over, I folded it and put it away.
Whoa! Wow. Okay.
Including the fitted sheets.
That means you win at life.
It does it?
Life. Yeah.
And I made chicken gumbo. Do you like? Oh, you don't like chicken gumbo?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I made chicken gumbo.
Yeah.
So
we
were good.
Well, good deal.
So I was protective, but yeah, when I come hauling my purse up today, and you're like, "Are you tired?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Ken Yankel gumbo does rule, and mine
goodness.
was really good this time. So,
well, nice. Way to go,
I only do it once a year.
Way to go. All right. Well, let's bring something for you to smile about today, shall we? How about a little Kermit?
Okay.
This was interesting to me. I discovered this. Just realized that the last day of 2023 will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What? What?
You know I'm a numbers freak.
Yeah.
Not that I'm good at them, but when they are freaky like that.
When they are freaky. So only good things to come, right? Because of that?
Yes.
Sure. Marcia, it's your birthday on that day? Oh my goodness, you're a New Year's baby.
Marcia.
New Year's Eve baby.
Yep.
Always have a celebration going on, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. But did you guys realize that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3?
Not until you showed me.
Now you'll never forget.
No.
It's
only going to happen once.
You'll say to the next person, did you know that at the end of 2023, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Anyway,
next time you get that 7-minute lull in conversation, you can just
did you know?
Did you
know? Yeah. Hey, did you know? All right. How about okay, this has got to be a dilemma for many of you out there. I don't know if it's just me, but microwaves should have a get butter to room temperature without melting button.
Yes.
Isn't that the truth?
Yes, but I learned a trick. Are you ready for my life hack?
Yes. Tell us.
Okay, it has nothing to do with the microwave. But if you put hot water in a glass,
okay,
Then put your stick of butter, put the glass over it, and let it sit. It
Okay.
will.
Okay, so you put another glass, you put a second
Well,
glass.
you just put hot water in and let it get really hot, then dump the water out.
Oh.
Then you put that
okay, so you're not sticking the butter in the
No,
water.
no,
Oh, okay,
nope.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us again.
So you're going to take a glass.
Okay,
You're going to put boiling hot water in it.
okay,
Then dump the water out.
gotcha.
Then you're going to put that glass over your stick of butter.
What?
It will bring it to room temperature without melting it.
Genius.
Life hack.
Genius. Aren't you glad you tuned in for 3 at 3 today?
Yes.
Oh my
There
goodness.
you go. Life hack.
If nothing else, that was worth the price of admission. Holy cow. I learned
She's saying
something.
I'm cheap and easy.
Well, that's what they say in the bathrooms.
Look, Lisa says it totally works. She's done it. See?
Oh my goodness.
Yep. The lid of the
That's
butter
genius. I did
dish,
not know.
Jackie. That
She does that with the lid of the butter dish.
yeah. Totally will bring it to
I
room temperature
would
and
have never
doesn't melt
thought of
the
that.
inside.
Okay. That's amazing. William, now if she can make Diet Coke out of water,
Then I am.
then you have a deal.
Okay. I gotta get working
Yeah,
on that.
Janice says, I'm today years old. Yeah, were you today years old?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I totally learned something
Yeah.
because it's a problem. It's a real problem
Right,
when I
right.
turn on the microwave. So
Yes,
there you go.
because the softened butter. I mean, even if you get
Microwave
it
does
softened.
have a softened butter. What microwave is that?
What about cream
don't have
cheese
that
to
one.
room temperature?
That's true too.
Yeah, I
Pamela.
don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The things that make you go,
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, water your plants before too.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have to feel okay because this is our community, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are like my family. I have to share with you the most exciting news I got last night.
I'm so excited about this.
I'm kind of freaking out in my pants, but that didn't sound good. But
That's all you're doing in your pants.
let's see. Okay, moving on. What I got
You're scaring Abby.
I got a call from my sister-in-law late last night. Or well, actually, it was a text. She sent a text to me and she said, "What would you think if you and Kim flew out to Los Angeles here in a couple weeks?" And I'll tell you what it's for. So, okay. So, little side note. Our brother is he has written and directed his first film. Okay, his first film he's ever done to the big screen.
So cool.
And it's finally going to the big screen. It comes out December 1st, and it's called The Shift. So it's the second picture down, Abby. And so I don't know if any of you have seen previews to this. If you go ahead and hit show on there. Yeah. If any of you have seen or watched like Sound of Freedom, I know that this played right before it, the trailer for it. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm so freaking proud of him because this has been a long time in coming. It's been over 8 years since this first began. And it's just so exciting that it's coming to the big screen with Angel Studios. So you've got, oh my gosh, let me see if I can remember their names. You might recognize Chris Palaha. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you might not recognize him in this picture in the center, but he is the handsome actor from all the Christmas Hallmark movies.
Yes.
Okay. So he looks this is a very different role for him, right? Elizabeth Tabish, who plays Mary Magdalene in The Chosen. And then you've got, what is his name?
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin, who is in Rudy. And you have
The Hobbit and
The Hobbit,
Lord of the
yes,
Rings. Yep.
Lord of the Rings, and then you have, oh shoot, is it Neil McDonough? I think it's Neil McDonough, who was in Yellowstone, and I can't remember the other movies. Anyway, this is a big deal, you guys, and it's a big deal to our family, and I'm just so proud of them because they have put blood, sweat, and tears literally into this movie. And it started out as a very simple short film. that he was trying to get anyone to pick it up. And I remember watching it in our home about, like I said, about 8 years ago when he showed us, and it was very different. It was just a short film, and I sat there and I was just absolutely stunned, like, what just happened? Like, Brock is a brilliant writer. So let's go ahead and show the other picture of Brock. He's a brilliant writer. He's amazing, Brock Heasley. And there he is, doing some of the final edits of the film and everything.
So
and
cool.
It's just so cool. So out of all the things, she called us or texted us last night and said, how would you and Kim like to be our guests at the red carpet premiere in Los Angeles with the after party November 27th?
So
That's
cool.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, my friends. I can't believe it. Oh. Oh my gosh. Like, Kim and I are dying.
I think it's so
They
cool.
just had 2 guests and they said, you believed in us before anyone else did. Like, oh, I'm going to cry.
Don't cry, because nobody cries alone.
Oh my
you know that.
gosh. I can't believe it.
I think it's so
I
cool.
can't believe it. So
I'm
it
so
looks
proud to know you. And
Oh,
Kim.
well, it's not me. It's Brock, I
know.
just can't believe it. So this is the thing. We have to wear a formal dress.
Yeah. I said, wear a cruise
formal.
dress.
I don't do formal. I don't.
Girls,
I don't.
we got to get her out more.
Oh my gosh. She goes, you need to go on more cruises. I said, I've been on cruises, but I don't get dressed up for formal night. I wear like a skirt and a sweater or something. I can't do cardigans on this, Allison.
What
It is
did you
a
wear to
real
your daughter's
problem.
weddings?
It
A
wasn't
skirt
real-
and a cardigan.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't wear heels. I don't do any of that. So
Debbie
anyway,
said it right. You do now.
Kim and I were, Kim joked and she said, yeah, someone will come up to us and say, so what are you wearing tonight? And she's going to say, Target.
Tell her at least change it to
Oh my
Target.
gosh, Target.
Yeah.
A little Target going on. I mean, we just don't do this. So this is like totally new to us. And then the after party with, I can't believe it.
Yep.
So I'm going to share all of this with you guys.
Yes.
So, I hope you don't get sick of me, but I'm still like totally just,
Yeah, so cool.
I still can't believe it. And I said, well, I'm not going to be eating for the next 2 weeks. No Thanksgiving dinner for me. I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm like,
kind of. Like, you couldn't have told me this 6 months ago.
go to, seriously,
It's
Chris,
just crazy,
go to
so-
Salt Lake and go to like
Oh my
David's
gosh.
Bridal or something, and like a mother of the bride.
I don't even,
formal.
I just don't even know
Buy
what to wear.
black,
Do not know what to wear.
wear black.
It's a
It'll
real
be
problem. Wear black.
good. It'll be good.
So November 27th
Yeah, Dee
is
said
the
you should be able to
date.
find something nice at Macy's. Macy's is great.
I got on Nordstrom's
Nordstrom's.
last night
Yeah.
online, and I was looking at
No,
stuff.
you got to
but,
try it on.
uh,
So guess what? You're gonna have to take a day off work.
yeah, I might have to.
No.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
only 2 weeks away. I said I can't even get someone to alter the dress or like hem it. I wish I
Where
knew
do
somebody.
you work?
I wish I knew
Oh
somebody.
my gosh! First world problems here. I don't know a single person that
I don't know.
sews.
I don't know. So, oh my gosh, I cannot
Yes,
wait.
I will help you.
I can't wait to meet Christopher Palaha because he is
Handsome. Yeah.
so handsome. So
Yeah.
handsome. Peggy says, let's go shopping. Anyway, so I just wanted to share the exciting news with you. And
You just get it. I'll work on the alterations because I don't know a single person.
right. Oh my goodness. No, I wouldn't wear any of my mother of the bride's dresses because they weren't really fancy. They were pretty simple.
Yep.
I don't even know how long it's been since I've worn high heels. Like, I don't do that anymore.
Well, you better start practicing now. Wear them around the house.
So crazy.
Yeah,
2
I think
weeks
it's
away.
so cool.
So
So
I will
cool.
not be here on Monday the 27th. I'll be in Los Angeles.
Aren't you good? Okay. By the show of hands, let's have a vote. Who thinks she should do 3 at 3 from the red carpet?
Oh, you're right. Oh Yeah, that'd be
Anybody
great.
else?
That'd be great. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, exciting stuff. I haven't seen, the whole thing in its entirety. It looks intense, but this is what they're saying. If you're a woman, you're going to love it, the show, because it has a romantic side to it, right?
Yes.
If you're a man, you're going to love the show because it is a sci-fi thriller. So there's a lot of like intense action scenes in it.
Are they going to show the trailer, or do they have to go find that on their
You'll
own?
have go find it on your own.
Yeah. It looks pretty crazy.
Look up The Shift by Angel Studios, and and Brock, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, we're super busy right now, but I'm proud of you, and Aaron, his wife, has been amazing, and this is his first one.
I know,
his first one, and he's incredible. So anyway, super excited about that. Pumped up. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe
from
it.
the red carpet. Yeah. We're all going to be there.
Somebody just put in the trailer.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Abby. There you go. Like, I just and then it's from Angel Studios, so it has kind of like a nice message, Christian undertone to it. So I think it's going to be incredible. But I haven't seen the whole thing yet in its entirety, but it gives you goosebumps. All right, if you guys go watch it, you have to let me know what you think.
Yes, I can't wait.
But I have to tell you, they're so nervous because they said, we'll put this out to the world, and we don't know what the world is going to think of it. And I said, you know what? you got to have really tough skin. I've learned that in my small thing that I do out in the world, that there will always be people who will attack you or
say you or
and you just have to just know that with the good comes the bad and everything in between, and it won't be for everybody. But anyway, it's very exciting. And Jess says we're going on a date to see it December 1st. Awesome. Yeah, so it's in theaters December 1st. So okay, all right,
so cool.
Sorry for kind of going on long
doesn't
about
that make everybody smile?
Oh my goodness, I'm pinching myself. I can't believe it, but
don't make us buy your dress for you. That's all I have to say.
That's right. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm sure. And anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not about me. It's about him.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not about me. Yep. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and go to theme number 2, shall we?
Yes.
Something to learn. Something to learn. All righty. Here we go. Yes, there we go. Okay, so today, going from red carpet to piping.
I know.
We're talking about piping now. Let's do this. Yep. We are going to talk about adding piping to a quilt top, which is kind of fun, right?
Right. Well, I don't know. It looks fun.
It looks fun, and it's not too hard.
Okay, yeah.
Allison and I showed this at Tug, and it's kind of a cool little thing from 10 Sisters. One moment while I grab something. Okay. Grab the tool. There we go. Okay, so Allison, what would we add piping to, for an example?
Well, piping's added to a lot of things. Do I only have to say one example?
No.
No, you could add it to the edge of a pillow. You could add it to binding. You could add it to clothing. I mean, any garment sewers out there, piping looks really pretty, like on a collar or a bodice. I mean, piping just jazzes everything up, really.
It really does. And one of the examples I did here was I had put it on this guy. So let's take a look.
Yeah, love this.
Right down here. Oh, I'll switch this around. There we go. All righty. So you can see this was when we showed this not too long ago, when we talked about the little paper piecing thing. Doug Licos, yep. But here is what I'm talking about, piping. And I don't know, Abby, if we can get a closer up. Perfect. Okay, so you can see how, like with the binding, I could have just added the black and it would just gone straight into it, right? But adding the piping just gives another like element of texture, and it takes it to another level. So one thing that Carmen Geddes is really well known for is that she adds piping to all of her bindings, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And the other thing about adding piping to your binding is that it actually makes the binding hold up a little bit better. Like it's a little bit stiffer on the edges because it just gives it some more oomph, right? Corinne says she loves piping in the binding, and Ruthann was saying purses and tote bags too.
It looks so fancy.
Yeah. So now the key to having really good piping, Miss Alison,
Yes.
is getting the perfect 1/4 inch, right?
Yes.
So this is where this little guy comes into play. All right. So let's take a closer
It's always
look at
about
this.
the tools.
It's so true.
I mean, you know, is that it's always about having good tools.
Exactly. Yeah, Christy says it frames the quilt.
Yep.
Absolutely, Christy. So you can see here that on the back side of it are these grooves. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different grooves, and they come in different sizes. So a 1/4, well, all the grooves are the same, but it depends on how far away it is from your project. And you'll see why this matters here in just a minute. But you have 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 5/8, and 3/8 inch from the edge of the ruler. So one of the keys to having really good piping is making sure that you have an up close stitch up next to that piping, but you have a perfect, for example, in this, a perfect 1/4 inch from the edge. And trying to wrap this around and sew it is not very easy unless you start out with making it a little bit bigger and then you trim it to be a little bit smaller. So this tool would not be for like big, thick welting or piping. This is for a much thinner. And this is, I believe it's like 3/16 of an inch cording. All right. You can actually just find this even at like Home Depot or something like that, someplace like that, a hardware store.
Tell him how many times you sent Mike to Home Depot to get the right one.
Poor Mike. He was such a sweetheart. You guys all know that and love Mike. He's just is just such a wonderful husband. And I asked him one day when he was out, I said, hey, would you mind running by Home Depot and grabbing me some small thin cording? So he brought some back. And I went, oh, that's not the right size. So he took it back. He got me another one. Oh, no, that's not the right size either. I'm so sorry. I couldn't, like, the measurement I gave him was not the same measurements that was on the package. So he went back a 3rd time. And this time he brought me 3 rolls of different sizes. He's so good. So here we go. This is, you can see here that it slides right into the groove. Okay, so to make the piping, we're going to take an 1.5 inch wide strip. All right, and if you were doing it like around curves, of course, you'd want to do it on the bias, but this one we don't have to do it that way. So all we have to do is take that piping, or excuse me, the cording, I should say. And we're just going to place it right down the middle, fold it over, and then take it to the machine. And this is where, I need
a glue stick.
Yes, I need a glue stick, and I also need a presser foot because it's on this embroidery foot right now.
Okay, well, I can handle the presser foot.
Let's get that figured out. And I'm going to trim this up so that it's a very small piece to show you. All right. So you want a little bit hanging out of both sides. And then I do want a little glue stick. So I'm just going to use my little glue pen right here. Bring this down. Yeah, you could definitely use a zipper foot on this for sure. Do you have a zipper foot handy there? And just to start out, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on one end. Again, that's just to kind of hold it in place for a moment. Okay, and we're going to fold it over. Just like that. Okay, so that's all we have to do to get it started. then we're going to take it over to the machine with
That's what you
the foot on, and
because
we're
I'm
going to stitch
missing
all the way down here.
the machine apparatus.
Uh-oh. Okay. Allison's having trouble finding the foot. Okay, who used this machine last, right?
Right.
All right. Well, we're not going to worry about that then. We can move on. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you what would happen if we had the machine. Ready?
Oh my word.
So see how that just kind of folds over, and then it just stitches, you just stitch all the way down. So for this purpose, I'm going to use a glue stick, okay? But actually, you would be stitching this all the way down, okay? All right, so, because around here, we go with the flow. Right?
Hey.
Did you find it?
Hey.
Oh, sweet. She found it. All right. Yeah, zoop, zoop. That's right, Betty Jo. Zoop, zoop. We're going to zoop it all the way
Want
down.
a zipper foot?
If a zipper foot's handy, that's great. If not, I can make it work.
We'll just have to do it this way.
All right, we're going to do it just with a regular J foot. All right. Hi, Miss Evelyn from California. All righty. Going to come up here. How close to the cord do you sew? Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. It doesn't have to be exact, but you know, because you don't want to have it in your seam. All right, so I'm going to just do my best here. And go to the sewing.
I'm going to do my best to put everything away where it goes.
That's right. Okay, and remove embroidery foot from the machine. It has been removed. Okay, I'll try this. I'm going to try and get as close as I can. Why is it telling me to?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let's turn it off and then we'll turn it on again.
When all else fails.
Yep. Oh, and it would help to have thread in it too, you know. Okay, this will be making the blooper reel. I am sure of it. Oh my goodness. I thought I had everything ready, and apparently I did not.
In our defense, we just ran in from a meeting.
We did. We sure did. We've been in meetings all morning. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. See, you just turn it off and turn it back on.
Right.
Okay, so you're just kind of pushing this over to the side, this cording that you see right here. And there we go. Far from ready. I know, Dawn. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go.
So
there we go. So, all right. Okay, now let's head back over here. And this time we're going to do this a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to put this on the 1/4 inch line. And you will see that this is just going to fit right in here. Oops. You see, Allison, how it's now it's not going anywhere.
Yep.
Okay. So with that being done, now we can trim. This gives you the perfect 1/4 inch from the cording. So you have 1/2 inch, you have 5/8, 3/8, and so forth. So depending on what size you're trying to make your piping is what you'll do. So now that it's sewn, I just trim that off, and look at that. Now I have perfect 1/4 inch seam allowance for my piping.
So if I was going to do a whole
Okay, so Lisa asks, do you pull the cord out? No, you keep it in. That stays in. And yes, Charlene, good question. She said, how do you turn the corner with it? I will show you here in just a second, because actually we're not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to trim up my cording a little bit here. And let me show you an example right here. So what you do, instead of turning a corner, you just go ahead and lay this right on here, right on top. And you are just sewing now a 1/4 inch all the way across. All right. And do you see how this is flapping off in the wind and this is flapping off in the wind? So you actually don't turn a corner. And then you just sew it on just like it is. All right. Lisa, tell me what you're confused on, and I'll try and help explain a little bit better. Let me know. Okay, so then when it comes to adding the binding, so this is a step out I already did. All you're going to do is you sew this onto the front first, just like you normally would. Okay. Again, raw edges, sew a 1/4 inch, and then you bring it over. So obviously, before I bring it over, I am going to trim this corner off and this corner off. All right, so that you have a nice square corner. So let's pretend that those have been trimmed. All right. And again, what I've done here, let me pull some of it out so you can see. All right. So if I were putting binding on, you just sew it right over top of that piping, and then you come up and around and you would just stitch that back closed. Okay. All right. So that's how that is done. Let's see. Lisa, what can again, if there's something more to explain, let me know, because we're happy to help. But this is how it is. It's done again, corner to corner, corner to corner, trim those edges, and then here we go. Zoop, zoop. Okay. All right. So now with the binding, the regular binding, you are going to turn your corners just like normal. It doesn't change. The mitered corners are still there. All right. Let's take a look at that one. You see that? Should I show it to this other camera? Okay. Let me show you in a different camera. Okay. So you can see that the piping went straight, and the piping came straight off here. And then you've got your binding just like normal. So you have a perfect mitered corner nonetheless. Okay, on the front and back. Okay, so let me show this one over here a little bit closer. So the piping was sewn on this way. It was sewn on this way. You trim those edges, and then again, all you're doing is taking your binding, stitch down, and stitch around. All right, so now you have piped binding, which is really kind of fun. Now, the thing is, I like to say it was so fun doing it with one piping. Why not two? Because everything's better with two. So here you go. Why not, right? You could add 2 things of piped binding, and then you just add piping, I should say, two rows of piping, and then you would add your regular binding on top of that. So how would you do that? Well, you would use like the 5/8 inch or the 3/8 inch. I think I used 3/8 on this, and the 1/4. So I'll show the piping tool here again in just a second. All right, so as my example to show here, I thought, oh, this is really cute fabric. This is really pretty. I could have just added the green, right? And called it good. And I wouldn't do this on every project, although Carmen does. I would just, do it on very special projects that I wanted. But this really has a beautiful look to it. You could do 1, 2, you can do as many as you wanted of rows. I think 2 would probably be my ultimate, number I would do. So MJ is asking, can you stitch the binding on the back and bring it to the front to machine stitch it down? Yes, absolutely. You could still do that, Mary Jo, and you would just stitch right down, just a top stitch like you normally would. Okay. So if you do binding back to front, how far in would you add the piping for 1 and 2? You still add the piping no matter what size it is to the raw edge. So let me show you. Let's see. And maybe this will help as well. You've got your 1/4 inch, which is this one I did. But then if you wanted to add 2 and you did 3/8 inch, let me see if I can quickly sew this up for you. Okay, so, and this will be helpful for Lisa and anyone else who's trying to see again how this works. I'm going to place a little glue at the one edge, bring this over. Okay, I'm going to sew down this seam. And then I'm going to, rather than the 1/4 inch, I'm going to do the 3/8 inch. And then this will make a little bit more of a difference for you. Okay, so over back here at the machine. Is this making sense to you, Allison?
Yes, this is making sense to me.
Yeah, let me know again what questions you might have out there, because we're happy to help answer them.
So there's basically 3 parts. You want to cut 1.5 inches strip. Then you want to add your cording to the center, fold it over, and stitch close to the cording to hold it in place.
Yep.
And then the next part is we are going to trim.
Yeah, and that's where that tool comes into play, is the trimming.
So the tool has nothing to do with anything until we trim.
Exactly. Okay, so here's another one that I just did. Again, the piping, it has been encased right here. And let me take it to this camera, so maybe that's not easy to see.
And Sheila, this is called the 10 Sisters Piping Tool.
Okay, so do you see that? So this is I know it's probably hard to see, but the cording is inside. All right, so this is the outside edge. The cording is right in here. You can feel that bump all the way down. All right, so then what we do with this tool is we end up putting that cording in one of these little slots here. And then depending on where, let's see. There we go. Let me just get this situated here. Okay, so depending on which slot you use will be, it's maybe a 1/2 inch away from the edge of your raw edge. Maybe it's 5/8 inch away from the raw edge. Maybe it's a 1/4 inch away. So you're still using the edge of your trimmed piping at the edge of your quilt. All right. So does that help answer that, Dee? It's that never changes. You never have to try and go, oh, how far in do I have to stitch this? Because it's all right here. So I'm going to do a 3/8 inch this time.
And then you do so 1/4 inch away on the edge, but this is what you're trimming.
So you can see here that I am like moving this. It's not going anywhere because the cording is encased inside that little area right there. Okay, into the channel. And now I'm going to trim away the excess. All right, now I have a perfect 3/8 inch seam allowance from my cording to the edge. All right, so let's take a look. This one was an earlier one I did of a 1/4 inch. So if I put this into a project, let's do that. I'm going to first sew in my 3/8 because it's bigger, right? There we go. I'm going to first stitch that in, okay, at a 1/4 inch, okay, or excuse me, at 3/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to do this, after that's sewn in, I'll do this next one at a 1/4 inch. And look at that. And then I would add my whatever my binding was going to be. So let's pretend for a minute that this is binding. I would sew over top of that and go around. How are we doing? Let me show this up to this camera too. Trying to get my arm out of the way too. Very tricky. Okay, there we go. So you can see that we have 3/8 of an inch and then we have a 1/4 inch, and it's still, the raw edges are still matched up to the edge of the quilt. And then you just put your binding over top of that. And the size of binding is the same that you would normally do. So you would do, you could do 2.5 inches, you could do 2 1/4 inches. That also will not matter, because it's really about the seam allowance that you're using, nothing else. But look how cool that is, right? Okay, so kind of fun. Again, a very unique way of doing it. Let me show you one more time on this corner with the 2. You can see that the piping went straight. I didn't try to miter the piping, and the piping goes straight. And then you have a mitered corner right there. So kind of fun, right?
Really fun.
Okay, so hopefully that helps explain that. And let us know if you have any questions. All right. Do you need to make sure you maintain a 1/4 inch to sew your binding on? Yes. Yep. Yeah, and that's why, it's okay to not be as close to that. How do I say this? It's okay if you don't have it when you first initially do this. If it's not butted up right up against it, it's okay. Because honestly, you want the second time it goes around to be even closer to that. Okay. If you end up seeing some of the thread from the first time, you can just take it out. Not a big deal.
Right.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, Sable, you're right. She says piping makes a pillow so top tier. I totally agree with you.
I agree.
It really is quite pretty. And again, if you, let's say you're doing a round tuffet or pillow and you're putting it on, you would definitely want to use bias binding.
Yes.
Okay, because of the curves. All right, so that is all for our demo. We hope you learned something new. Maybe we're inspired to try something. So we've done theme number 1 and theme number 2. It's time for theme number 3.
We're back.
Woohoo, we are back. Okay. Oh, do we have pictures of these? Ooh. Okay, we'll post them on Facebook. Do that. Okay. All right, guys. We have a few things to share with you right now for the last few minutes. First off, what is today's deal? Today's deal is...
Oh, I'm so excited.
The 10 Sisters Piping Tool. Today for just $15.99.
What?
Yeah.
This whole tool for $15.99?
$15.99. That's what it is.
I think you've
friend.
lost your mind.
Let's see. Would you? Oh, where did that question go? Would you edge a quilt this way too, or just pillows? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Carmen Geddes does all of her quilts this way.
She's
all
amazing.
of them. Yeah, and they're so cute. So cute. So, yes, we have winners to share too. Yeah. Charlene, you can find this tool if you go to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com and click on Deal of the Day. And I bet somebody has put in the links as well.
Yep.
And then you'll be taken right to it. And it's only $5 shipping. And you get points.
Right.
So
that's amazing.
Hey, what do
I
we
might have to have one of these.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Allison, what do we have going on this weekend?
Oh, I'm so excited. If anyone is looking for the perfect gift for themselves or for a loved one, we are having a warehouse liquidation sale. And we're not just
On
liquidating on
machines.
machines.
Yes,
Yeah, we're
yes.
not liquidating on kits or anything. We are liquidating machines. This sale is so great that I can't even say the prices
No.
online. I cannot tell you. But
No.
if you call, I can
I
tell you
know
over the phone. Call
we've
me.
been working on
Yes,
it and
so-
giving you the very best deals.
Yes, the very best deals we can. So Friday and Saturday, Friday
Mhm.
10 to 6 if you're local, and 10 to 4 at the store.
Which
we will
stores?
the Logan store and the Orem facility. So there's
We
not a lot in Orem, but there's going to be some machines.
We still have that Orem building. So even though we don't have a quilt shop there anymore, we do have the building still. So
Yeah.
we've got lots of machines down there as well.
If
sergers, embroidery machines.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you've
long
been on the
arms.
fence, this is the time to get it,
Mhm.
because we're holding nothing back. If you have grandkids or kids that you're thinking about buying a machine for, this is when you need to
Yeah.
purchase it.
Yeah.
So that we can get it. And did I mention we're going to do free shipping?
Free shipping on
Free
machines.
shipping on machines. So no $5 shipping here. It's going to be free.
Free
So-
free 99.
Free 99.
That's awesome. So yeah, definitely, Sherry, call about the machines. Talk to Allison or talk to Jackie. They're the ones who are kind of spearheading this. And I think in the Orem store, you're going to see Sherry, Kathy, Stacy, and Fern.
Right.
Right. And if you're up in the Logan area, you'll see both you and Jackie and Lisa
and her staff.
Yeah. So, or you can call us anytime.
And Mike's going to help take calls.
Oh, yes, that's it. That it is. So it is great. All right. Okay, were you ready to announce winners?
Yes.
I know this is a lot of you have been waiting for, right? So we have lots of winners to show tonight, or share today.
We can
tonight,
show you.
whatever. And so
You're just so excited about that sale that you just get you're all flustered.
I know. I am very excited because
I think it was William saying that I'm going to customize you a dress for the red carpet. I think that's what flustered you.
Well, maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so. All right. So first off, we have 3 winners from Friday's 5 Ways to Win Friday that were selected. And do you want to go ahead and do the honors?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. So if you're in the house, you get a $50 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Our cute customer service ladies will actually send that to you.
Yeah.
So the first winner is Karen Martin.
Karen Martin.
Yay! Our second winner is Monica Zeller.
Monica Zeller.
Woo! Yay, you did it! And our third is Cindy Dean Schwebs.
Cindy Dean Schwebs. Hooray!
Yay, congratulations. And thank you for joining us Friday.
There we go. Boom. And we feel so stupid. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's fun. Oh, Cindy's on. Yay. Good. So those are our 3 winners for Friday. Now, drum roll. These are the winners from the 1 yard mystery fabric that we sent out a few months ago. And our staff narrowed it down to 10, which was super hard.
Oh, wow.
Super hard.
Wow.
And then, but you guys voted on who you thought should be the winners.
It was hard fabric this year.
Yeah.
It was really hard. And I'm like, oh, what are they going to do? Yeah. I was shocked.
Yeah. I can't remember how much it is. I know the first prize is $250. Do you remember what the second and third?
It's
150. Okay. So 100 is the next prize and $50 is the third prize. Okay. So $250, $100, $50. And again, this was from you guys. So, all right, first place. And I forgot to grab the pictures. So we will post it on Facebook if you want to see the pictures. First place, stuffed elephants from Deanna Wickert.
Oh my gosh, I love elephants. They were darling.
They were so cute.
So cute.
Yep. Deanna Wickert, you won the first prize. Second place is the Daisy Center Flower Table Topper.
Oh, so cute.
By Kathleen Darling. Darling or Daring? I'm not sure. Kathleen, you know who you are. So Daisy Center Flower Table Topper, second place. And third place goes to Pillow with Prairie Points, Sherry Testa. Yay! That's awesome. You
So
guys were
cool.
amazing. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
That was so hard.
It was really hard.
Mhm.
Oh, so hard. So, I mean, all the entries were absolutely adorable. So good job, guys, on using those creative juices.
Yes.
All right. Well, do we have anything else we need to share?
We've shared about the warehouse sale.
Yeah.
We shared our daily deal. We
Yeah.
shared the winners.
We shared the
think that-
piping tool.
We shared the piping tool.
We shared that Allison cleaned her house.
Yep. And that Chris
I
sewed
need to
all
do the
weekend.
same.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So I think that's all for us today. Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. It's always good to see you. You have no idea what it does to our
Yes.
souls. So thank you.
Yep.
All right.
So, and thank you for having me for like 2 days
Yeah,
straight.
I know. This was fun. This
Yep.
was fun. But Kyle, it's time to come back.
Yeah. I'm just a sub.
Yeah, that's right. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you again.